So I made a few changes to the transform node here. So if we start from some object here, and then we want to rotate it or do something with it, we can connect it here. And then the difference is this node does everything. So it can select vertices, it can also select the entire object. So let's say if I want to select the whole object, I just uncheck this box, and then I can do well, anything I want, but to the entire object. No, actually I have to remove this. Does it work? Yeah, okay. So by unchecking this box, you can move the entire object. Then if you need to select a particular well, let's say particular vertices, you can do that also. So here, let me connect this here. Actually, let's not go through the capture attribute. Let's just I'll just connect it here, and then let's say we want to choose the vertices that have a position above 0.2. So I take this here. Then we have to check the box to make sure it selects the vertices that we want to select here. And then I can do anything I want again. So I can rotate, I can translate, I can even change the origin of the rotation. So right now it's using the center of the object, but I can shift it to, let's say, to the right here. So I increase this value, and then you can see the center of rotation is basically somewhere here to the right. Let me just make this 0 so that it's a bit more simple here. So by default it's a vertex selection, but let's say you wanted to select the faces. So if I were to just let's say try to select with a normal here node and just put this in here, it would kind of select it correctly. If I go down here, let's say I want to select the normals that are going into the y direction, so basically this face here. If I have a low value here, I think it can still work, and if I rotate it here, yeah, it still works. But normally the normal here in the y direction is 1. So, and the problem is if I increase this, at some point it's not going to work because it's selecting the normal of the vertices. So if I want to select faces, I just connect this here into a capture attribute node before I make any changes here. I put this in here, then I select faces here, face select, and then here I think it works with a float or either a vector, so I don't think that's a big difference. It doesn't make a big difference. And then if I go here and then I use the attribute that's been captured, and then I can go to, I can increase this however I want, and it selects the faces correctly. So I can select vertices, faces, can select the entire object. Let's say I do not want this. As I said before, I can select the entire thing. Yeah, I think that's it. So this is basically what's new is this this part of the node here.